This is a Headgum podcast.
What's our podcast? What's it gonna be about?
Tell us.
What's our podcast? What should we talk about?
With Beck and Kyle.
Oh, Susanna, you're digging up my dirt, and if you don't come over here, I think I'm gonna hurt.
Really cool, Kyle. That was like an original "Oh Susanna" from Kyle.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting into. I'm taking like old little tunes and rhymes and melodies and sort of like making them a little more current, a little more 2026.
That's cool. You should like DJ like 4-year-old birthday parties.
It's for grown-ups.
Oh,
because it's a new modern spin on it. So it'll
man, that's amazing. Yeah,
so it'll be like you put your left hand in, you take your left hand out, you put your left hand in, and you listen to No Doubt.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it's stuff like that, but it's for grown-ups.
That would be fun to have at a party. Yeah,
Thanks,
that's
man.
really cool. I really think you're so creative.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Yeah, and you're always like coming up with something new that people would never even expect.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, it is a fun little party thing. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was full of...
Say it. Just say it.
Nose?
That's great. Yeah, no, I think you should do this. I think people would love to have you at their parties. Do you do it live or is it recordings and you DJ it?
I go into the I record them. I go into the studio and then I press it on vinyl and then I bring my records and I mix it up. So it'll be like Mary had a little lamb. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as nose.
Well, you're listening to What's Our Podcast. That's great, man. I can't wait to see how that progresses. This is What's Our Podcast with Beck and Kyle.
Guest comes in and pitches their idea for what our podcast should be about.
That's exactly right. You remember, and we try it out, and we see if it should be our podcast.
And we just did it. We just recorded a Patreon.
Yes, we did.
Which our Patreon is at www.patreon.com/whatsourpodcast. And I did that thing, Beck.
Oh.
I went blue.
Yes, you did. You got nasty boy. You went nasty boy, but as I said, you can get away with it. There's something about you that people, you're sweet.
I saw one choice and then I was like, well, it's not that interesting. And so
this makes me laugh.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I took a choice that was low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
Low hanging cum, let's say.
Yes, low hanging cum. It's something I actually went kind of blue first, but it was more, I would say it was more low hanging, more first thought. Yours was something that I would say is not a trope. Yeah, I don't think it's a trope of the world that we were in.
Yeah.
So I think that's what made it work.
Great.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should check out our Patreon. There's always going to be something interesting happening. Sometimes we're making songs. Sometimes we're just riffing.
Sometimes we're just talking.
Sometimes we're taking ideas from our listeners, like this one. This was a pitch about dogs.
Yes. So, but what's going on the actual real world? It's the weekend's coming up.
It's it's Wednesday for you all if you're listening when this first releases. But I got to say we're recording this on a Friday. And man, I am pumped. I remember the old school Fridays because I remember being in school knowing that the weekend was coming. I don't know if you remember that, but it was like we'd get out of school around 2:15.
Around 2:15.
And then we'd get on our bikes.
We do a show. We'd actually do an improv show around 12 o'clock.
Oh, you're thinking college. I was thinking of like elementary school.
Oh, elementary school.
Yes.
Right.
But yeah, we would do our improv shows 1 o'clock.
Yeah. So I didn't mean to derail you. At Friday after school?
And then I remember and then I feel like it was Saturday, Sunday, and then back on school on Monday.
Yeah. That was the same for me in Chicago.
Yeah. Okay. So that's interesting that like the districts lined up.
Yeah, because it's like you don't always start school and end school at the same time in the year, but it's like, and like, do we have the same days of the week in Chicago that you have in San Diego?
Because for some people, Sunday is the beginning of the week. Have you heard this?
I have not heard that.
Have you heard this, Richelle, that Sunday is the beginning of the week?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, just in general? Because I've heard the thing where like somebody might be like working a job and it's like it's Sunday and they're like, it's my Monday.
Yes, right. Or or Wednesday. It's like, it's my Friday.
Yeah, and you kind of go like, oh, well,
But Sunday is, I believe, technically the start of the week.
But
I think it's, it's maybe a religious thing that's why we don't, work or go to school on Sunday.
Sure, I understand that, but I've never heard that Sunday is the beginning of the week.
Really?
I've never heard this.
Yeah, it goes Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Is that correct?
That's how I was taught.
Yes, Monday is the beginning of the business week.
See, you have the weekend.
Yes.
The end of the week.
Yes, I feel like I know
that's Saturday and Sunday.
Yes.
So then the week you start over with Monday. See, I think it's the start of the week is Monday.
I think you'd be making a valid point, and I think that a lot of places are closed on Sunday.
This is
something I feel like we could talk to President Trump about.
Yeah. Because it's like we're starting the week on Sunday when everybody's at church and everything's closed, or temple or wherever, or where you go, cave.
Awkward. The Church of Awkwardness.
Yeah. At
the cave.
The Temple of Kyle in the cave, of course, in the cave.
Whose fleece was white as nose.
That's still really good. It hits. But yeah, okay, weekend. What else?
Yeah.
President Trump, we're going to talk to him about the week because I'm sure he'd be down to restructure.
Has he done anything with Headgum?
Has Trump come in here yet?
No.
Trump sucks.
Yeah, that's true. See what he did to the pool? Painted it blue.
Painted the pool blue?
Yeah, the old, what's that, memorial?
Oh,
memorial
Lincoln
pool?
Memorial?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's just he's kind of like a graffiti artist.
Like Banksy.
Yeah, he's kind of like Banksy, just like destroying everything, but like not an artist.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just kind of like a...
Yes. Yeah,
like a little punk.
Yeah.
Just like destroying stuff.
Destroying
and
the
painting
world around us.
Yeah. And killing people. But anyway, summer's coming. We have a great guest today.
Oh my gosh.
This is a big one. And this is
one that I feel like it's been in the works for a little bit. I remember the first time he was supposed to be here, I had something come up.
And then
you had run into him.
Yes, I ran into him at Disneyland.
House of the Mouse, they say.
Yeah, they do say that.
How you guys doing?
Oh, hey, Mickey.
Gosh, we're not doing bad, Mickey. Gosh, we're on the What's Our Podcast? Yuck.
Whoa, Goofy. Dude. Donald, the whole crew's here. You guys doing anything crazy this weekend?
Oh, well, yeah. We're going to go, we're going to go to the shooting range.
The three of you, Donald?
Yeah, we're doing it safely.
Okay.
In Vegas. It's part of Goofy's bachelor party.
Oh, wow. Congrats, Goofy. You're getting married?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, thanks for coming by, you guys. Good luck with the guns. But yeah, we have an incredible guest, Nick Kroll.
Yeah.
Wonderful human being. Just like he's done so many.
He's a stand-up sketch performer.
Show creator of
writer. Yeah, creator.
He's been on
actor.
Broadway and off Broadway, and he's created animated shows.
He really is
yes.
I would say a jack of all trades.
Yeah, he's just so productive and creates incredibly funny, original, unique material. And he's also just a wonderful person to see around. And I feel like he tries to bring people into his projects and give people opportunities. And it's just a awesome, awesome person. I'm looking forward to talking to him.
That makes two of us.
Yeah.
We say we bring him in.
I say we bring him in.
Okay.
So here we go.
Thanks
This is Nick Kroll.
What's our podcast?
Nick Kroll.
Nick Kroll. Have you ever had a thought that just wouldn't leave you alone? Something weird or dark or completely out of character that your brain kept throwing at you no matter what you did to try to feel better? I've told you, Beck.
Yes.
I have thoughts. I have intrusive thoughts.
Yes.
I have suffered from OCD. I've talked about it.
Yes.
And I did go through an OCD, which we're talking about right now.
Yes, right.
And it was awesome.
That's great.
Yeah, and had some exposure therapy, learned some things about myself.
That's
and
great.
These are things that stick with you and make everyday living a little easier. You're not getting necessarily hung up on, these obsessions and compulsions.
And when you started doing it, were you like, I need to do something about this? It's so frustrating. It's getting in my way.
Yeah.
And then you found relief, or was it like, oh, I wonder if this will like help me at all?
I think I knew that there was a better life out there.
Okay.
But I knew that I would have to do work.
And you did.
And you need somebody on your side to help you get through that work. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And because you got to get to the base. You know what I mean? The base of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You can just cold turkey try that with anything, right?
Yeah.
But what's really making this?
You really got to understand it to help it go away. Well, I'm glad you figured it out.
Well,
No
I
CD.
still suffer, but the thing is, I know that I have this resource whenever I need it.
That's great.
And it's not as intense as it once was.
That's good. Well, just call me anytime. I'm here too.
I do call you, and sometimes you don't answer.
Mm-hmm.
Real OCD is persistent, unwanted, intrusive, distressing thoughts that often get stuck in your mind. They tend to latch onto the things you care about most, which can bring up a lot of guilt and shame. Then you feel driven to do certain behaviors to try to make those thoughts stop, even though that's not possible.
Yeah.
But OCD is one of the most treatable mental health conditions out there. That's got to feel good to hear if you suffer from OCD.
Absolutely. There's something you can do about it.
If you get
OCD is
the
gonna
right
help you.
kind of specialized therapy, OCD needs ERP, or exposure and responsive prevention, which is proven to be the most effective treatment. And that's where NoCD comes in, because this is something they can help with. NoCD is the world's leading provider of OCD treatment, and all of their licensed therapists specialize in ERP therapy. OCD is often improperly treated, but NoCD therapists go through extensive training led by leading experts in OCD so they can know exactly what to look for and how to help. Therapy with NoCD is 100% virtual and covered by insurance for over 138 million Americans. Can you imagine getting that help you need and being able to go out through your day in ways that you couldn't before?
That'd be amazing.
It also includes support between sessions, so you're never facing OCD alone. To learn more about starting OCD therapy with NoCD, visit nocd.com and book a free 15-minute call with their team. That's nocd.com. Are there any other
15 minutes? That's nothing. I might do it today.
I know you can get done in 15 minutes.
Yeah, like an OCD call?
Yeah. So I want to talk about something we all do.
Not here, Kyle. We're doing ads.
Oh, sorry. It's something that everybody does, and I enjoy it, so I just want to talk about it.
What is it?
Putting off doctor's appointments.
Oh, I love to do that. I do it all the time. I'll schedule them, and I'll be like, and they'll come up, and I'll be like, maybe 3 months later.
Because you're going to get bad news, right? Like, they're going to look at your body and be like, you're broken.
Yeah. Especially if you put it off for, I don't know, about 6 years, 7 years, 8 years. And get some,
I need to get another physical.
But look, lay it on us, Kyle.
You finally get up the nerve to call, and either you're stuck on hold forever, or you play phone tag for a week. Hi, doctor. Yeah, I'm trying to get a hold of you. You're not.
Yeah.
And when you finally get through, the next opening is months out.
Yeah, and then you're like, what the heck? That's one of my pickleball games.
Yeah.
And it's so annoying. But that's part of why we're excited to have ZocDoc as a sponsor.
I love ZocDoc.
I do too. Raise the hands.
I'm a ZocDoc. I'm a ZocDoc. I'm on lock with ZocDoc.
That's right. That's part of why we're excited to have ZocDoc as a sponsor, okay? Because the whole process, it doesn't have to be all stressful with all being put on hold and getting a doctor's appointment.
Why is this? Do you have a doctor, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is this situation of like, there's an appointment available in
next year,
October, like
in Alaska.
I don't know, why are you my doctor if I can't see? What if I'm
know.
sick right now?
That's because it's America and our the whole system's broken. But that's why ZocDoc is here to fix it.
Okay.
Yeah, with ZocDoc, you can search and compare local in-network doctors, so you're not stuck guessing about coverage. They've got more than 150,000 providers across 200 plus specialties in all 50 states.
Wow. There are tons of real patient reviews and detailed doctor profiles, so you can actually pick someone you'll like. You can see real appointment openings and book instantly. No back and forth.
It would be amazing if Reggie could be my doctor.
Dr. Reggie. I'm looking for a Reggie. there's no Reggie. I found a Reggie, and he's only 5 miles away. I'm going to go see him right now.
That's exactly what it's like using ZocDoc.
I can bring up my ZocDoc right now and show you every single appointment I've had.
Just lay it on us right now. Can you tell us like something about, it was just nice to have ZocDoc one of those times?
Somebody I see quite often, I found on ZocDoc, and they've made my life a lot better.
That's amazing because they're a doctor.
And I still see them. Your health matters, and taking care of yourself shouldn't be complicated. Find and book the right doctor with ZocDoc. Head to ZocDoc.com/Beck and Kyle to get started and check that appointment off your to-do list.
That's ZocDoc.com/Beck and Kyle.
Do you want to shoot it out there?
I thought it would be cool.
Kyle was kind of.
I don't know what that would do for you, Richelle, in terms of like.
I don't think
maybe shoot it on a single camera,
right? Where we just do it all, go out there and just do this, you know, like do this,
set one up over here,
right.
and one on you,
and then
do one of these,
and then we'll, we get all these,
and we'll come up with one
and
of
then we'll
these
come up
guys.
over here with that.
Well, it seems like we figured out the coverage, so maybe we should just sort of.
I mean,
take these guys off the tripods.
The tripods,
What do you call? What's the slang for the sticks?
Falling off.
Take the cameras off the sticks.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, that's we've had a lot of guests, and not one of them has suggested moving all of the equipment into the waiting area and doing it out there instead. But that's like you have this creative brain.
Yeah.
You're always thinking. You're always coming up with something.
Yeah, I'm always trying to control things.
Yeah, and make it your environment. That's that's incredible.
Yeah.
And this, by the way,
it's an incredible
it feels
thing.
like now we're in it, right? You never know when it's starting.
Whoa,
of course.
yeah.
Did we start already?
We started already. We did an intro. We already talked about you.
But
and how amazing you are.
Can I just say it? It's Nick Kroll.
This is Nick Kroll.
Yeah.
Yeah, just in case you didn't know, he's sitting right here.
Hey guys.
Very excited to have you on. Yeah. And then that's it. That's all we have to say about that.
I want to start back in the day, if I may, Nick. Is there something you're dying to get off your chest right now?
No, not right now. I'd love to go back.
Okay, great. We'll go back.
When Beck and I, after college, we were in an improv or sketch group rather called Good Neighbor. We put out videos, and I feel like I first became aware of you, I think, via seeing you live. Nick Rutherford would host a show, the basement of the Ramada Inn.
Oh yeah.
It was called Trophy Room and Basement. I think, or Basement Party. At some point, he transitioned names.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's sort of the end of the anecdote.
Yeah. Our buddy Nick.
So
had
like,
a
I don't know
show.
what era it was. If this was Basement Party or Trophy Room.
Sure.
But I saw you perform. You would come in every once in a while, and I'm thinking this is circa 2008. And it was really incredible to see somebody. I mean, I feel like things were happening for you. This is probably around the time of the Caveman series.
Yeah, Caveman was 2007, so it had come and gone. But
you were so funny, confident on stage, owning it. It's like it felt like I feel like you're a class slightly above us, so like it's like, oh, this is what you want to aspire to be, and it was really incredible.
Yeah, because I'm 31 now.
Yeah.
So you guys were probably at the time like 27, 28, 27.
Okay, record scratch moment. What the fuck are you talking about? Are you dead serious?
That you're 31 right now.
Yeah, I'm 31 right now.
Yeah. See, honestly, like
Okay,
sometimes
because I'm almost 42. I was like, okay, damn, you were
Wait, you're
crushing it.
older than me?
Yes.
That's crazy because I do remember meeting you in
yeah, that's crazy because sometimes when I see somebody who's like so talented and amazing, I'm like, and self-assured, I'm like, they have to be older.
Yeah.
But you were younger.
No,
you were
it sounds like I was probably like 16-ish at that point.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's
crazy we've known each other that long.
That is actually fucking insane.
I don't know.
Kyle can't even fucking deal with this bomb.
See, that's I remember that body language from the crowd. You weren't sold on the confidence. The confidence was feigned, very successfully feigned. I mean,
You're faking it.
I was faking it.
Really?
I don't know.
Because
I had this experience going to like open mics and starting in New York and then bringer shows in New York. Because I had also had like a number of years in New York before I came to LA. So I got to show up a little more fully formed than if you had been like with me at that open mic.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would like my family would come to like the Gotham Comedy Club or the Boston Comedy Club, and that they'd have like I'd have to bring 5 to 10 people, and they would all have to pay like $40, $50 for drinks to see
and get 2 drinks
get 2 drinks and to watch like truly the most terrible people in New York try to do stand up.
Awful.
And then like Jessica Curson hosting or Ed Helms hosting The Bringer, and I would do those, and afterwards, my family or friends who would come, they were always like, that one guy seems so uncomfortable. It was really a bummer to watch, and I was like, okay, well, I don't know if I'll be funny, but if I can present confidence, then I think like I'll be able to survive this. Do you know what I mean?
So that hit early on.
That hit as an understanding of like make the audience feel like it's going to be okay, and then the chance that maybe you'll get a laugh goes up. So,
but you really don't think?
I think I was probably pretty confident at that point.
And I wasn't at that show, but we've talked about this. We were doing a show, maybe at UCB. I forget what show it was. I don't know if we had a show, or if it was like a Spank show. And you had just done an Ed Hardy, maybe boys.
Oh yeah. It was like a comedy death ray sketch show or something.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
And was it just the video maybe? And you were talking.
Anyone out there remember CDR sketch?
Yeah.
UCB Franklin?
Yeah, this is pre-Comedy Bang Bang, obviously. You guys know this is Ackerman. BJ, we're still... Doesn't matter. It's not at M Bar anymore. It's now UCB.
No. It's at UCB.
Of course. Big time, baby.
But that we talk about that, seeing that and being like,
yeah, you and
John Daly came. John Daly
presented it's like you presented your new video that was about to come out on Funny or Die.
Yes.
And it was just a couple guys at the height of their powers, and it was very fun to watch.
Well, and you guys felt similarly. There's those funny people you see along the way who were like, you guys were making the Good Neighbor stuff, and it's like, oh, you guys did feel a little younger than me and felt so funny and like doing your very specific thing, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I don't know if it bums me out or not. That does seem actually cool.
That's
nice of you to say.
That's very sweet. That's very sweet.
I don't want to. Shit, I feel awkward. Awkward. I never feel awkward.
Yeah, you're always.
You don't present awkward.
No, you're always kind of
when
like
you're saying
Nick
like you should be on stage and be confident. I was like, oh fuck, I've been doing that.
Well, I felt like you were, if I'm being completely honest, so confidently awkward, and that's what is one of your great powers.
I think that like what I love about you, and we don't need to just talk about career shit and professional shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I want to make sure you get your flowers because
Thank you.
You deserve them, and like. What I think is so amazing and incredible and awesome is that you do it all in terms of comedy. Like you're a stand-up, you're a sketch performer, an improv. I mean, like you started doing. Did you do improv at Georgetown?
Yeah, we were doing improv at Georgetown,
and that was
originally with Birbiglia and a bunch of other guys who are all super funny, and then Mulaney was a freshman when I was a senior. So we were doing improv, but because we were like kind of the only game in town at like Georgetown, which wasn't like NYU or did you guys go to USC, right?
Yeah,
so like there were other people trying to do comedy already.
Yeah. There were like
we
other
had
comedy
no other,
groups.
so we had no. So it was like any a cappella fest we would host.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So we got stage time in a weird way because there was no one else putting their hand up for it.
Got it.
Which was great.
Were you doing comedy before that, or is that when you got into improv?
No, I did like a little in high school and growing up. I was always like sniffing around it, but like me and my Andrew Goldberg, who I made Big Mouth with, he and I would like host the Purim Talent Show at our Jewish day school as like Wayne and Garth.
Yes. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
and which one were you? Sorry.
I was Wayne.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you kind of got to like you were sort of steering the ship.
Yeah. And Andrew was Garth, and it's still kind of Wayne and Garth vibes.
Yeah.
How is I mean like
where Garth is actually the funny one.
He's a little more quiet.
And Wayne's right. And Wayne tries to write Garth out of Wayne's World too.
Right.
Yeah.
Wayne got to say Zang, right?
Yeah,
that was funny.
That was fun.
That was funny shit.
That was funny.
That was just fucking funny ass movies.
Now this is like a corny thing to ask, but I mean, that must feel. I feel incredibly lucky and special that I met Beck doing improv in college in Rutherford, and my friend Dave McCary, who I grew up with, to meet other persons, Birbiglia and Mulaney, who are like, foundational in the current comedic landscape. Did you feel that in the moment where you're like, we got something fucking special
You
here?
know, no, I don't think so, because I had no point of reference at that point. But I think similar to you guys, where you like meet and you're like, hey, you're funny and smart like I am, and I haven't really met anyone. I've met funny people and I've met smart people, but I haven't met that combo yet everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Except with Andrew, who I truly knew since I was 6 years old. Like, so I've known him my whole life, and then we sort of went our separate ways for many years. But when I got to college, and like I remember, we did like a sketch show. That's where Bigley cast me in a sketch show at the end of my freshman year. I hadn't been in the improv group, and I remember going to that like read through of sketches and was like, "Oh, I'm done. Like this is, you know what I mean?" I went in and like read funny voice characters and was like, "Oh, let's fucking go." Like, you know what I mean? Literally from that day forward, was like, "Let's go." And I feel like the advantage of finding other people like you to do that with is so foundational to it.
It really is.
But it is crazy that specifically John and Mike particularly are such like foundational people in what current comedy is. So it's because they both were really into racism early.
That's great. Yeah, you need that comfort, you know, behind closed doors where people are willing to say certain things, right?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Come on, you
right?
say crazy shit.
You guys made friends
That's
with
how we
each
know
other.
it's a safe space. Yes, yeah.
We fucked up a couple times.
We take some videos down off the internet, but it's all good.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I don't know if this is what you're feeling as well, but having you here, it is like, you know, talking about the first time
that's fucking Nick Kroll.
I know. Well, think about the first time that we, you know, saw you perform or doing shows with you. Like, we were talking about you before you got in here, and talking about like all the stuff you've done. You've created so many high quality, amazing things in so many different genres.
Thank you.
Over the years, and also have been like, I mean, I other people say this as well. Just such a like, what's the word? Like, a leader. Like, you give people opportunities, you're nice to people, you're kind of like this, like, you know, because you are older than us, like this big brother sort of thing where it's like, Nick
let's be fucking clear.
Let's be clear, he's older, we're younger.
That was a bit. That was a bit.
But like, I mean, it's like so exciting to have you here and be able to talk to you because you are like that older brother who's like, he's like, he's got to figure it out.
We've always like kind of considered you are.
I do say that you're my brother.
Yeah. No, and that's why like the bullying stuff I did with you is more like fun. It's I'm your older brother. I got to give you shit.
You got it. I mean, you would like at UCB, you'd put our head in the toilet and flush
cut our
it.
nutsacks.
You like cut our nutsacks a little bit. Yeah. Shove shit in our face.
Little kisses on the neck.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. It's funny because like I'm the youngest of four.
Okay.
So in my mind, I've always felt like the little brother. Like that's how I sort of see myself. But now, this many years into a career, and having sort of done stuff where I have organized people to like make things, I guess it is an older brother, or it is more of that. But it's weird because I am like, I still feel like my sibling's little brother.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
How do you, because yes, I mean, like, going off the top of my head, some of the amazing things you worked on, Kroll Show, Big Mouth, the Big Mouth cartoon.
Human Resource, the other
mating season.
The
Human
new one,
Resources.
Yes.
Oh Hello Show.
Oh man.
Oh Hello, wow.
Classics.
Yeah.
Fucking classics.
Bobby Bottle Service.
Classics, dude.
Dude,
You joking
Rich
me, bro?
Dicks. Rich Dicks got me so
Rich
good.
Dicks.
I'm curious, like, you have a family, and as people,
I do.
Shit. Do people not know about that?
Wait, do I? Yeah.
Well, no,
I've
it
told
makes
people.
sense that because it's like you're so busy. Like, how do you have
No,
time
I
for
feel- I
them? You
feel
probably
bad.
don't even know they exist.
No,
Richelle,
I'm
we don't
happy
need
to
to.
acknowledge. I'm happy to acknowledge my family. I'm happy to acknowge my family.
Okay.
So we can say on the
We
record.
can admit there are people out there who are not, right?
Yes.
If you want to be like sort of like,
But I am curious. My question is like,
do you
what
like
is
them?
day to day? Like, are you like every day like trying to come up with shit? Are you like okay? I've got my new project. I can sort of now. I'm just gonna put my focus on that. How much is the brain working towards creating material?
It's kind of. I really like. Just going back to college and high school, like I was quite a disorganized like student. I was not a very passionate student or very organized. Like I wasn't incompetent, but I was like not a very productive or But as I started doing comedy, literally, but from that table read of sketches on, it was like, all right, slowly learning how to organize myself and organize around generating stuff. And so now, this many years in, I think I have things at different stages that I am concurrently working on, and I work best in like sort of chunks, you know what I mean? Where I'm like, okay, I'm going to talk to this writer for 2 hours now, like Gabe Liedman, who I'm writing the show right now that we're about to make.
Yeah. And that's the one with Vanessa?
Yeah, with Vanessa Bayer, Jason Mantzoukas, and Sam Richardson and me. Yeah, 100%.
100%.
And so we're like, well, I don't know. We've been working on that for 3 years or something, and then we got it greenlit at Netflix, and so then that becomes the like, all right, as much of my day as possible is doing that, but then there's always things that are kind of like at different levels of like, I'm working with a comedian right now on a show idea that we've been slowly you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're like chipping away at it.
Just chipping away at it. So I find myself, if I chip away at different levels of involvement on things, that there's always something that I can like really do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's not a. You're like, yeah, that's called working.
Well, no, but I mean, like, but Kyle, you're able to handle a lot of things. Like, you've written movies, created shows, and like we started working on something just like very briefly. But you like, I thought about it because you were like, let's set this up and talk about it and sort of chip away at it. And we're not like actively working on it.
Right.
But that it does like just move things forward a little bit.
You just gotta keep moving shit down the field.
Yeah.
And I work best almost where I'm not solely focused on one thing. Like if I can have something that I'm really like engaged with, but that I am still like, you know, chipping away at other things. Like,
I think I'm the same.
My brain works better that way creatively because I get exhausted after too much time on one thing.
Yes.
But I'm not exhausted to then talk about something else.
I also feel like, and this could be wrong, but like keep a lot of things going. You never know what is going to be the thing.
That's the thing.
So if you focus too hard on that one thing.
Yeah, like the first thing I ever did was like the first like, I don't know, I graduated. We all went to Georgetown. I graduated. Birbiglia was like immediately on Letterman. You know what I mean? Like it was just like, and had an office. It was like, what the?
He's
what?
set. He's set.
It's like
I'm fucked. He got the one slot.
He got the one slot. But I was just like, he was like touring, and I was like, what is? You know what I mean? Right. And I booked like a MTV. You know, it was in the days in New York in those early 2000s. Like MTV VH1 was all just like prank shows, like cheap, like, hey, fuck around, fuck with someone. But I booked it, and it was to go down to MTV Spring Break. Right. Remember when it was like,
oh my God.
It was cool at that point.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was post like Eric Nies, but like, you know, whatever. It was cool. And we went down to shoot like a prank show, and I did a few pranks, and they went like bad. They were pretty boring and bland and like didn't really work.
Yeah.
It was like you're an asshole bouncer outside of a club in Miami. And it's like no matter what I say, if like a bouncer can just be mean to people, and they're just like, fair enough. Right. They really just sort of take it, you know? And anyway, I shot it, and I wrote an email to like everyone I knew being like, FYI, not even a big deal, but I'm probably going to be on MTV Spring Break this weekend. You might want to check it out.
Great.
And I was driving back down to Georgetown with like the Little Man, the improv group that I had been with. We had all graduated, moved to New York, and we're doing improv in New York. Going back down for like a Georgetown like reunion show at their like improv fest. Yeah. And I got the call from the producer or whatever that all of my bits had been cut.
It's all gone.
It's all gone. It's all gone. Yeah. We even deleted the files. Like it's gone. And I just remember one, just feeling so deeply embarrassed and so pissed off about it.
Yeah.
And then also just like nothing is done until it's out and done.
Right.
And so like you have to keep multiple things moving because you can never bet that like that the thing you have is gonna like
do anything for you. I mean, but that's like, it's really healthy because we talked about this, like when you have something that you're excited about, you know, and like whether it's a sketch every week at SNL or something that you're in or something you made, it's like it's rarely gonna do the thing that you have, the fantasy that you have in your mind of like, this is gonna open a lot lot of doors and make everything easier for me.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it might just
I'm about to go fucking viral.
I can't believe. I can't believe it.
In 2 days, I'm gonna be viral.
Totally. Yeah, and it tends when I think that you're going to also genuinely go viral. That
right. I mean, like, also, I feel like you touched upon this, but, and I feel we've talked about versions of this too, but like seeing your friends succeed, it's always that funny thing of like, you know, you're seeing Birbiglia get this job. Like, you sort of have to balance that thing of being happy, but also like you're probably jealous inside, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like kind of how that.
What are the chances that we're both going to do well and succeed
Sure,
and like have a career?
Sure, but also like I will say, you know, having people. Someone described it to me recently as like I think it was my wife who I acknowledge publicly.
Okay.
That's brave.
That's actually really fucking cool.
So, but my wife Lily was like being like, who are your running partners? Like, who are you running with? Like, and like, you know, to like who you would be keeping pace with. So like, it is crazy to, in the case of like John and Mike, you know, and John and I also really having worked closely together to be like, have that be your fucking running partner.
Yeah,
right.
That's crazy.
And them setting pace for you.
And I feel like the same for you guys, even though you're in a group together, you just like, you always just want to be as funny as the person you're working with.
Yeah.
And so it makes you, if you're the person you work with closely on anything is funny. And same with like,
absolutely.
When I was doing those things with Daily, where I was like, Jesus, when we were doing Ed Hardy Boys or Rich Sticks, we were like, this motherfucker is funny.
Yes.
So like, I have to figure out how to also be good.
Yes.
It's not like competition, but it is like, I got to get better.
Yeah, it is. That is a really smart thing to just surround yourself with funny people and keep up with them.
Always.
As opposed to being like, I'm the funniest and what I think is funny is.
No, I've always tried to gather funnier people than me.
Well, I think that's part of the reason why people like, I don't know, see you as a leader or like you are so funny because you bring people around you. Maybe you learn from them. But there's some random thing I saw on Wikipedia, which maybe you're asked about.
Pod tellers? As a pod teller.
As a pod teller.
I like that a lot. Yeah.
Sorry.
But that could be on your wiki too.
Yeah. Pod teller.
You said
Wiki.
that the Caveman Show. What was it called?
It's called Caveman.
You said that was the most important professional experience of your life?
Uh-huh.
Is that serious? I mean, because I could see that being true.
I mean, I think like similar to the story about the MTV thing, Caveman was like, you know, I had started coming to LA to like go on auditions. Like I came for a pilot season. I lived in the Oakwoods, the ones with all the kids in like the complex and all that stuff.
Yeah, I thought it was only families and kids.
It was.
Yeah.
And then they let me live there for a little while. I weirdly did sublet my apartment from a cruise ship comedian.
Oh, wow.
And you're not allowed to own. He somehow was not allowed to sublet, but he lived in the Oakwoods full time.
Wow.
Except when he wasn't doing cruise ship comedy.
Right.
He was kind of a dick, and I eventually was like mad at him because I couldn't. My door would lock, and he's like, "You can't go to the front desk to get a key because you're illegally subletting." So I would like crawl up the balcony on Barham. You know, like the Oakwoods are on Barham, so it was just like soot-covered balcony climbing up to get into my thing, and I was like so pissed.
Because you lost your key or something?
Yeah,
or
because I lost my key. And you can't go to the front desk.
Oh, God.
So anyway, I came to LA for that pilot season, and I went on. You know, I'd finally gotten an agent to like put me out of shit. Yeah. Went for a bunch of stuff, and then like the last thing I went on was Cavemen. Yeah. And I booked it, and that same audition, like that's where I met like Ike Barinholtz. Like he and I were both in like the callback for it, and both like in this like crazy prosthetic.
Jesus.
And I booked that show, and we shot the pilot and whatever. And so that was like to go to the time when like upfronts were, you know, like you'd go to upfronts, you go pilots, and then you would go to upfronts, then you start shooting it.
Are you in makeup or out of makeup at the upfronts?
I was not in makeup at the upfronts. I don't think. Thank fucking God. But we shot that show. It was the hardest job just because it was fucking brutal. Like 4 hours of makeup every morning, every day. Oof. And they were shooting it like purely single camera, not like we'll shoot it. You know, like like The Office hadn't come out yet, so there wasn't the idea that like we could cover a lot of shit at once.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So we were just doing like 90-hour weeks, and I had no idea that TV didn't have to be that. You know what I mean? So and we had it was like a 13 episode. We had one hiatus week, and it was great. And I learned how to act. I mean, I just like learned how to act every day. I'd never been until that point. I'd been in like commercials for a day or two, or the shit that we were making ourselves. But like, you know, the first time you get on like a set and you're like, oh, this is how this works every day.
Yeah. Right.
There's a lot to learn.
Yeah.
But also, I'm so glad it was the first job because it would have. I don't know. How did you guys take prosthetics on SNL?
Pretty well. I feel like prosthetics were fine. The hair bothered me.
Yeah.
More.
Well, when you got a fucking head like that, it's hard to hide it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's really hard to hide it.
You got to talk to Modern Mammals because I feel like Pete Holmes might bring you in to do some collabs on that shampoo.
I would love to collab on Modern Mammals. I love shampoo. I love hair, and I love just like being a part of the community and getting people products.
The hair community or
the hair community.
And I want to shout out, my boy is being very earnest, right? Like he actually is really into this shit. So please, Modern Mammals, we would love that for my boy.
Yeah, and Kyle, like he's got luscious locks, but he's more he likes to talk about the pubes a little bit more, and so like maybe you could get on some of that stuff.
Yeah, maybe I could do some more pube stuff.
Yeah, what is the story with your pubes? Do they?
What is this? Yeah, will you tell us?
Let's get into it.
The story?
What
of
is
your
the story
pubes?
with your pubes?
Well, there's Tiny Tim.
Yeah,
they all have names.
Yeah,
really cute.
That's they're all ingrown. They're all infected.
No, they're a funny bunch.
They're a funny bunch of pubes.
I'm still finding them around all the time. I don't know what to say about it. I immediately thought about the fact that like I am hairy, and like my daughter she still uses a
straight razor,
a pacifier in the evening.
That's cool.
And like she's constantly finding hair. She's like, I got hair, and I'm like,
and is it your right?
I think it's probably mine.
Yeah, I think it might be yours.
Yeah.
Do you brush your hair?
Seldomly to get out knots. Yeah.
Yeah. You ever? Did
you
you
had
ever?
long? I feel like I've seen pictures of. Sorry,
I had long.
interrupted yourself.
No. Did you ever have dreadlocks?
I did for a movie, like slight, like I.
Okay,
but not on your own in your.
Yes.
Yeah.
But no, I never like fully committed to.
I did for 10, 15 years.
You had dreadlocks?
Mm-hmm. From 7 to 17.
7.
Get out of here. Real dreadlocks?
Yeah. I dreaded my hair when I was 7 years old. I was the coolest kid in my.
I mean, I believe
that.
That. Cool, I believe that back in the day it would be.
It
cool.
was like a 7-year-old at Solomon Schechter, fucking a full head of dreads. I was the youngest. I was the fourth, so I was exposed to all different kinds of stuff. You know what I mean?
That's incredible. Yeah.
But my brother. It's so funny. I think about like being young in the 80s, and like my brother was into like classic rock, like he was, and so like Led Zeppelin, like that era of like, and this is a weird tangent, but that was like 1988. I was like 10 years old, and he was listening to like the Doors or like the Beatles,
the Who,
putting out music 20 years before, and I was like, that was classic rock, and I'm now like realizing that like Britney Spears and all of those bands came out longer ago than when I was listening to that classic rock.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was like, that's crazy that's what we got.
Well, it's like, there are so many people who could say more articulate and interesting things based on that idea. But like, I feel like the evolution between like the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, it's like once we get into like the early to mid aughts, like there hasn't been much like change.
Movement. Yes, correct.
So it doesn't feel as far away to like, hey man, the hippies, that felt like a whole nother thing versus like.
No, music kind of feels like it kind of stopped around 2000, on some level,
right?
Like there's been no major innovations, and you could argue even the 90s, like even like grunge. Maybe like proper rap hip hop evolved into like a proper new art form.
Yeah. Well, I mean, is it just because there's like so many different styles and artists and they're put out in so many different ways that there's not like one style that has having such a major.
Yeah, tell us how.
Yeah,
like,
what do you think?
I mean, well,
is it because of the internet and technology?
I think
or like,
I actually think that's a great way to describe it. It's like just based on technology and the internet and like what that's provided information. And Napster really changed the game in a big way.
I mean, like think about all the music.
I know. No, it is crazy when you think about all of it. And
so much.
Are you guys psyched about the Spotify thumbnail rebrand?
I don't know about it.
It looks like is it a balloon?
It looks like when I realized that it's a disco ball, but it's unclear what it is.
I kept on seeing it as like a foil balloon celebrating its birthday.
Yes.
It's foil balloon.
Yeah. Yeah, foil balloon.
I'm feeling like it's temporary.
It is. I saw an article that said they're already retreating off of it.
Thank God.
I wrote it. Well, I'd get a prompt to AI to write it for Collider.
Did you?
Oh wow, you're so prolific.
Yeah,
you're just like
I'm
always
just trying to
creating.
I just can't stop.
Is
you know what I mean?
Is that what's next for you? Is writing AI articles?
Yeah,
Or-
doing
that's,
AI articles for content farms.
yeah, that's amazing.
So it's just a great way to keep the brain moving and stay active and part of the community.
yeah, that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And I did think of a question for you that I haven't asked
Mm-hmm.
because we're trying to figure out what our podcast should be about.
Yeah.
and you're somebody who have a lot of things figured out.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if there's anything in your life that you're trying to figure out.
Oh.
Like if you're like, I can't really figure this thing out. It could be small too.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like finding some modicum of peace
Yeah.
Yeah. Peace
Within
like
yourself or within the universe
myself,
around you?
you know, but also the world around me. It would be great
Yeah.
if we could.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to get too specific. I don't want to invade your personal space too much. But is that like balancing personal with work? Is that just like sort of an existential dread based on everything that's happening?
it's there is the existential dread for where we are in the world, which
Yeah.
I would say everything feels more crackly right now than in any time in my life.
Yes.
Like I'd say, generally speaking, everyone seems to be operating at a frequency well above what they've ever felt just in their vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that sort of I'm sort of thinking about that sometimes. Yeah. So yeah, that comes
like
up
every day.
So that kind of comes up for me.
Anytime I
yeah.
have some sort of accomplishment, I'm like, doesn't matter because we're all not going to.
It's all going to be gone, or
And like,
feeling good, and yeah.
And then you look at your children, you're like, I guess jobs aren't going to exist when they're older.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
how
I
am
can think
gonna-
about college, but like, what will college or life be for
when we don't have water.
Yeah.
Right.
So sometimes I think about that, or I look into other people's eyes and I see that fear and sadness in their eyes. So sometimes I think about that.
Well, I hope you figure that out.
Yeah.
Do you have a hobby to combat those feelings?
You know, I don't have any real hobbies, and so it's something that I've probably thought about that should be helpful. Like I was watching basketball last night, and I was like, "Oh, that felt good." To why? I mean, we're in the middle of the playoffs, but I was like, "Oh, that felt actually very useful." Which I kind of fell off of watching sports for leisure.
I just got back into it
Me
watching
too.
the Bears.
I got back
recently.
into it a few after SNL. I finally like kind of had. I felt like I had space for it.
Yeah, you don't have. I mean, I don't feel like I have space for it, except that I'm like, no, it might just be a time to like, because I feel like when you have kids and you're working, you're cranking from the beginning of the day till the end of the day, doing one or the other. Is how it feels.
And it feels like the time I do have available, it's like, well, how can I make his life better?
Yeah.
Or how can I be a better parent? Like, what kind of like,
Oh, I've never thought
toy,
about
or like
shit.
Like doing something, like I'm doing like something in my garage and making it like a play space for him. And it's, you know what I mean? It's like then my brain goes there, but it's like that's not like a hobby. That's just more work.
Yeah, that's just more things to think about and do.
Kyle's good about having hobbies and like giving his.
Kyle's
brain
good about
time
just
to-
completely blocking out like what his family's experience is.
Yeah.
I'm sure people have said that. Yeah. I was going to suggest.
Yeah,
That's what you did yesterday at coffee.
I was
When I
going to
was
say
gonna say
we could
yesterday.
do. You know, Beck and I do occasionally with Nick Rutherford and Dave sometimes.
Yeah.
But we go to the Los Feliz 3,
Oh yeah.
a little par
Par three.
Uh-huh.
I don't golf.
But that's
That's probably the only time I golf or play golf, I should say.
But you just like walk around for
Yeah,
couple
you
hours.
catch up, and if you
Yeah.
want, sometimes you could sneak a talk in a beer.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
That's a good leisure activity.
that is a nice idea. I feel
If
like
you
I
want to go
can't.
out with us sometime.
I genuinely love to. That'd be a
Kinda like
blast.
swingers style.
Yeah, maybe
Because they go there in the movie Swingers.
They
yeah.
do?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And we say like
man.
you're so money, baby, and
Oh,
like
man, I love
how many
that.
days do you wait to call your baby? And
Yeah,
stuff like that.
no, I love,
Yeah.
that's why I started working at the Dresden because they
Oh.
shot the Dresden there. So I've worked. That's why I started bussing tables there.
That is so incredible.
Yeah,
Like,
and
congratulations.
I still haven't run into Vince, not even once.
You're still there.
I don't.
I'm still there.
I feel like
I don't
that's
think
one
he
thing you
goes
could
there.
take off your plate.
You think so?
Yeah.
But I love the vibe there. It's just like swingers.
Old school.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's similar to swingers.
It's so
is that hard for
money.
your family when you're going to your shift and
Yeah,
you're like, I gotta
it's-
go. I
it's-
can't be here for dinner.
Yeah, I'm not there for bedtime or dinner or any of it because I'm just I'm over there,
Yeah.
and I'm not again. I'm still sort of volunteering. I'm interning there, so I'm not getting even paying for it.
yeah.
But it's been a great place to network and meet people
Yeah.
who also love the movie Swingers.
That's
Cool.
that makes perfect sense.
It is
We
such-
should
yeah,
go
yeah.
there more.
So that I
It's
guess
such a
is my
great movie.
hobby. I guess that's it. I did wash dishes for a couple summers when I was younger, which was.
Did you really?
Yeah. Which was not fun. Can't charm a dish.
No.
Cannot.
Kitchen vibe, kitchen cultures can be intense.
You guys, you know what show you gotta watch is The Bear.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I
It's
know,
about it's about people work in a restaurant.
and it gets pretty intense, huh?
Yeah. No, that's the thing. What you don't know is when you go back,
Yeah.
shit gets they're crazy back
and
there.
I'm like, it's just food, right?
no,
And
but
then
it's like these people are obsessed with it.
yeah, they get all upset and anxious and stuff.
I'm sorry.
right?
What is this show?
It's called The Bear. It's on
called The Bear.
FX.
It's called The
Fucking
Bear.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you should check it out because we go to restaurants, right? But like we've never
I'm always eating.
I know. So then you're like, but what's it like?
What is the? Well, yeah. Holy
Yeah.
shit!
And
No,
this is
check it out though.
Check out The Bear on FX.
Yeah.
None of us are involved in it.
Truly, and so genuinely pissed about it.
Yeah, absolutely pissed.
shout out everybody involved in the
No,
show.
shout out
everybody
to
involved.
everyone involved.
Shout out everybody.
Shout out, by the way, everybody, everywhere.
For sure.
For real. So I'd like to find some modicum of peace. I'd love to play. Part 3 sounds fun.
Yeah.
That sounds like a fun. because I would love to have an activity that I don't care about how I do in.
Yes, that is the secret.
Yeah, and I feel like on that small of a course, like you can't fucking
Yeah.
you can't
Yeah.
slice it to high hell every
And
shot.
there's trees everywhere, so
Yeah.
it's not like
And but you also improve. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like that is the difficult thing with doing what we do. Like you have these perfectionistic attitudes of like it needs to be here. Like that set wasn't as good as this set or whatever. But like when you're fucking truly shitty at something, you only can build, and it actually has a similar level of excitement as like I had a good show last night. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
I did good. I
Yes,
played well
I
at
fucking
golf
played pretty
today.
well
Yeah,
today.
Yeah.
I do I guess hike, but I've really honestly like I feel like I used to have a lot more freedom to have like that time to
Sure.
do out, and I'm like that is the crazy thing about being a parent is like you just have to figure out how to schedule your fucking
Yes.
time in
Yeah,
just
yeah.
such a different way.
Yeah.
And finding it's like pockets of time to do nothing.
Yes.
And sort of like allow your brain to be like, just come up with like how do I want to spend my time
yeah.
in a way that is not necessarily productive.
Yeah,
'Cause
or
it is.
fucking jazz off to the Knicks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
jazz. You can, yeah.
That's your team.
Yeah, that's my team. I'm a Knicks fan. I jazz off to the Knicks.
Well, it's confusing because there's a jazz.
Utah
there's
jazz,
Utah
and
jazz.
you like jazz.
I love
Because
jazz,
jazz-
and I genuinely love jazz music. And there's the Utah Jazz,
Yeah.
Yes.
but I like to
So
jazz
you
off
like to jazz off
to the Knicks.
to the Knicks, which is my
'cause it
name.
sounds-
which is
does-
rooting for your team.
Yes, and we put the K from Kroll at the front,
Oh,
so that's the Knicks. That's how I came up with the name.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and I jazz off to that a lot.
That's incredible. Jazz. You keep saying jazz off. It sounds like you're doing something like you're. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but it sounds like you're talking about jerking off to the Knicks.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Because it is
okay,
like
so it is that.
it is jerking off
Because
to the
I was
Knicks.
like, it sounds like he's talking about jerking
while
off.
Coltrane is blasting. So I am listening to jazz as well.
And you're basically jerking off to yourself,
To
in a way,
myself, to the
Knicks,
Knicks,
because they're all a bunch
to
of
the music, the larger music that we're all coming up with together.
And are you doing this by yourself? Or
Yeah, I'm doing it mainly that, or sometimes I'll go to the Los Feliz 5, the movie theater,
Yes.
and I'll go jazz off there to the Knicks. I'll watch it loud on my phone while
While
a movie's
there's a
playing,
movie
while
playing.
like a neon film is
That's
playing.
incredible. So creative.
You're such
always,
an original.
Always
and like,
breaking
I've,
boundaries.
And I've heard of people doing this. And
always,
it's, and
you're a leader, like I said.
it's
You know,
really
you're kind
cool.
of like. Yes,
Well, it's
Mr.
like
Kroll.
no, and it's like because I think we used to have those theaters where people would go jazz off together, and now like with the internet, that's gone.
I know, we're
and
all in
people
our
are not
homes.
going to we're all at our houses. They're on their devices.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to the movie theaters to support pornography in the theater.
I remember when we went to go see one of the Harry Potter movies, and we were jerking off to stuff on our phones in the back. And
Well, we didn't have the jazz component wasn't there. That was just like a straight up let's
right.
Yeah.
rub
Oh,
We
one
didn't
out.
have the jazz. That's why I said
Yeah.
jerking off.
Excuse
but
me?
yeah.
A letting.
A wedding, for
A
instance.
wedding, or like a seed letting.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
It is
No,
okay
I-
to jerk off when you're at a wedding, like at the
I think
ceremony.
so.
Yeah, it's kind of
It's
beautiful.
I
You're like,
disagree.
look at this.
It's like,
This is
I
much
really
more
like-
erotic
I'm
than
in
love.
This is so
This is
awesome.
I disagree
hot.
because
that's the kind of thing that gets me off. Actually,
Sure.
is love, not
Of
actually,
course,
like-
it's not even
I think
gross.
it's
It's
disrespectful.
something that's
I think-
beautiful.
Yeah.
And
no,
I had
what
this.
do
I
you-
had this. I had this conversation with my friend Adam. I think it's disrespectful.
Really?
Yes, I think that I think that
Really?
day. I think that day is dedicated to whomever is getting married, and I think that jerking off at the wedding is selfish, and that's how I feel, and I will stand by that. And I'm sorry if that fucking pisses off any of our listeners, but I will not jerk off at any wedding.
All right. Well, that's you. And we respect.
But I
your
respect your work, and
And I respect your work, and I respect that you let me jack off at your wedding.
yes, and I would be down for all of us to jack off here. I feel comfortable.
I mean, I don't. I would rather not.
Yeah,
You'd rather
that
what
was too far.
if we committed ourselves to each other? Would that
I
for
probably-
a lifelong commitment of love? Would
I'd
that
probably start rubbing around, start jazzing off.
to me, and I'm going to be very sincere. The issue is getting hard in this moment.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't get hard with the camera.
Not
on.
with the camera.
I'm not a
off.
professional.
Yeah. No, and that brings me back to seeing it in the theater.
Yeah.
It's just different.
It's different.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
It hits different.
it hits.
Couldn't agree more. Well, I feel like we've come around. We've come around. We've come on the time to ask you what you think our podcast should be about. I think,
Yeah.
unless I'm rushing.
Yeah, I feel like you're actually in the right. You're in the perfect amount of time. I had one thought that I wanted to see what Nick had to say about it, but
Sure.
I also we're never good about kind of just saying it's time to move to the next thing.
I know, and it's also Nick's here, so you want to ask.
Okay,
whatever's
so
on your
may
mind.
I?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Do you guys want to shoot this part outside?
I would. Can we do it? Kyle's.
What can we talk through the logistics of shooting outside, Richelle?
I would really prefer if we stayed in here.
Okay.
Okay, great.
We
there you go. That's all I just wanted
that's
to
all
know.
we need.
That's all we need
That's
to
a
know.
professional letting us know. It's
Okay,
better
great.
to stay in the
Great.
studio.
Last.
I don't know if this was like an Instagram post you did years ago, but it's or maybe it was one of your late night appearances, which are always so funny. But it's a prom photo of you,
Mm-hmm.
and you have I feel like hair like mine.
Yes.
And I remember you saying that after your prom date, you went to see live jazz in New York City.
Yes. Yeah, so I had hair. Your length was probably a little shorter because yours, I'm sure when it's wet, it's like, I bet it's fucking long as shit, dude.
I ain't saying nothing, but keep going.
But I kind of was not entirely comfortable with the curls. I wanted it straighter. This is a separate thing. But I just remember putting it in a ponytail, thinking it would get straighter if I put it in a ponytail.
17, 18.
Yeah, 17, 18.
Yeah.
Yes, senior in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But had finally grown my hair out. Finally by 8 was
Right.
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And so I did have long hair, and we went to the prom, and then afterwards, nobody was throwing a party, so I was like, we're going to the Iridium, which is a jazz club in New York City, across the street from Lincoln Center.
Okay.
And we saw McCoy Tyner was playing that night.
Tyner, yeah.
Who's one of the great jazz pianists
Yeah, yeah.
and he played with Coltrane and a bunch of other folks, and he was playing, and many of my friends who had no better plans decided to go also, and I feel like everyone then got there and was like,
Oh,
what?
what are we doing here? And I was like, yes. I was like, and they're like, sir, please keep it down.
Yeah.
McCoy Tyner's trying
You
to
can't
play.
just do that. You can't scat in the
Yeah,
audience.
yeah. But I got up inched up real close to him and watched. It was fucking. I had a great time.
Such a fun thing to think about. Whenever you're yes, you're 17, and I feel you've done such a great work of sort of portraying these parts of these times in our lives where we're awkward and.
Mm-hmm.
But to be McCoy Tyner, looking down on this little kid, it is cringy.
Oh, totally. But McCoy Tyner has spent many years looking at rich white kids wanting to seem deep by liking jazz in high school and college, who were coming to watch him for years, being yeah, baby, yeah.
We're the same. I get you.
Yeah. So I think it wasn't the first time that he had to witness that. But I also did. I did love it. That was a good hobby back when I had when I was in high school and college. I went to see jazz in New York a lot.
Yeah,
went to Smalls and a bunch of those clubs and fucking loved it.
That was one of my favorite parts about being in this city.
It really was. That's what it is. The New York feels like that you could just pop in
and see a great show.
and see a fucking great show. And then I had my hair long for a while, and then I finally cut it. And never grew it that long again.
Yeah. Well, you have such a great look, and
Yeah, incredible look, and it continues to evolve perfectly.
but
No, wait. Now this is a little question, and I think we should end it. That's all he wanted. You have a great look, dude.
you were happy though.
I don't know if he's heard this enough.
Yes. So we got the thumbs up. He's happy.
Wow, dude.
Nick is on the couch.
And he seems to be doing well.
That's all that he needed. You got a great look.
Yeah. I love your clothes.
You've been waiting.
I love your hair. Everything is just like
We're getting a lot of
perfectly-
thumbs up and the prayer hands.
Wow. You're welcome.
Honestly, though, thank you. It means
Yeah.
it means a lot to me.
It's tough to.
This
Wait,
is
you have a little.
just a little question. This is this feels like a bad question. But Kyle brought up your late night appearances, your 70s
70s eater.
eater. Yeah. So funny.
Thank you.
And Too Much Tuna. Is there there's food humor in your life? Is there like a specific person or situation is there a place that comes from in your personal life? Somebody that you saw or I mean it's just probably just being around food like we all are as human beings, but
That's interesting. I mean, I think 70s eater, which and Too Much Tuna, all that oh hello shit, that is an aesthetic that that diner aesthetic is something that it feels very New York and very rich, cinematically and also in my life in those years, diners.
Yeah.
It's just flicking, it's
casual,
right. Eating that way, but also then being at them or Too Much Tuna being a huge plate of tuna fish, just feels that does feel like a very familiar aesthetic. I feel like.
I bet I wonder, I mean, maybe I'm forcing a connection here, but similar to being in the body of a 17-year-old and feeling more mature, going to jazz shows. I bet having access to diners as a teenager is something that feels grown up and cool.
Yes.
Way.
Did you guys have diner? Did you guys have
some of my buddies in high school? We would go to this diner and you were allowed to smoke.
Yeah.
And they would go there. They would smoke and
you didn't smoke.
I didn't smoke. Get patty melts.
Yeah.
And
totally.
Yeah. And fries.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much most days after school.
I grew up in Westchester, and it was every town basically. There was the Mamaroneck Diner, the Portchester Diner, and other ones. Each town had their fucking classic diner, and I did love it. And you did feel kind of older there, and now occasionally
you can hang out too.
Yeah,
it's a place to just be.
It's a weird thing now with a kid. When my I'll take you take your kid to the diner because they can get them a grilled cheese and a milkshake or something.
Yeah.
And so you go to a diner now as a dad, and then you see the 17-year-old stoner kids walking in to go to the diner, and you're like, "Cat's in the cradle, my friend." You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
right.
Cool. But yeah, we don't know what our podcast is.
Okay,
about.
great.
So we would love for you to tell us.
Okay, great. Okay. I think the podcast should be about, because I saw you there. I think your podcast should be about Disneyland, being Disneyland, going to Disneyland.
Great. We'll be right back with Disneyland.
See you in a second.
See you in a second.
See you in a second. Can I do?
I got egg on my face.
You actually do have a little.
You have a little bit of yellow.
Did you?
egg
I
on
don't know
your
if you
face.
had an over easy this morning, but there does seem to be a little yellow crust.
Yeah, it's been there the whole day. I haven't said anything because I just didn't feel comfortable telling you.
Really? You don't feel comfortable saying something like that?
No, I just see egg on your face. I'm not going to tell you.
No.
Okay.
Is the egg gone?
Yeah.
How you doing, B?
Oh, I'm great. So stoked to be back here, talking to you about what we love the most.
Yeah,
and,
man. I really sometimes I feel like I enter sort of a dark place.
Yeah,
and
I see that.
I sort of there are a few environments that can sort of bring that joy back into my life, and one of them is located in Anaheim, California.
That's right. Disneyland is our podcast. That's what it's all about. You told us. Disneyland is our podcast. That's what we'll talk about.
With Beck and Kyle.
Yes, the happiest place on earth. I'm glad that it can fix things inside of you.
I will say,
And
before we introduce our guest, by the way, boy, did we luck out.
Oh my God, how do we get him?
Yeah, it's like,
He's doing some pantomime right now. You can't tell.
His lips are zipped.
If you're listening, he just zipped his lips and threw away the zipper or the key, I think. And,
I do.
Now he's eating the key. It's incredible. You're going to have to go to
like
the
kind
YouTube
of a Marcel Marceau situation.
He's like looking around like, who did that?
He's being naughty somehow.
Was that a mustache? Yeah, maybe he was, who knows? But you were going to say before we get to our guest.
I was going to start. I was going to say something dark that like maybe is not a good way to set things off.
No, I think you should.
But actually, I will be honest.
Take a swing.
There was a moment in my life where I was unhappy.
Oh no.
And I had family going down to Disneyland, and I was like, okay, you know what? This is a place that always brings me joy.
Yeah.
And maybe this will uplift my spirits. And we had a great day at Disneyland.
Oh, great.
But I remained depressed.
Oh, cool story. Well, that's awesome. Yeah. It didn't work. Well, this is our guest, Nick Kroll. Thank you for being here.
So thrilled to be here.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever been like really depressed and then tried to solve it by going to Disneyland?
I have.
Yeah.
I just went with my family.
Yes, I actually just saw you there.
Yeah.
Not in the park, outside of the park. We were kind of ships in the night. It would have been cool to do it together.
Yeah, that's why I thought, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, pull back the curtain. Let's see behind. Yeah.
It would seem like something that we would have in common.
Yeah.
What I don't have in common is just like this depression issue that you were dealing with.
Well, I'm over it.
Good.
Oh, so you did fix it.
Okay, you did fix it.
Oh, yes.
So where did you go? Magic Mountain? How'd you fix it?
Yeah.
I went on X2 at Magic Mountain.
Oh, that's great. So for any of our listeners, if you're feeling down and you don't know how to fix it, X2.
Yeah, or hire a professional, like talk to somebody.
Yeah, talk to somebody, and that's why BetterHelp has been such a great part of this show.
Yeah,
right.
But
how many times? Yeah, how many times?
I've been to Disneyland. I now realize twice in my life.
Oh, that's it. Wow.
Yeah, because I'm not a Southern California kid, so I. When I was like, I found it, my mom sent us a picture when we went. I was like probably like 5, 6, and my sister was 8, But then I went back with and in my head, even then, I was like, Disney World's the better one. Right. I don't know why. Was that the common feeling? Was that
that way? I mean, I had never been to Disneyland. I went to Disney World growing up, but to me, it was like Disney World has everything.
Yes,
and Disneyland is just 1/4 of what Disney World has.
I think I felt like that.
Yeah,
and I never went to, so I was like, I guess I'm going to Disneyland.
Yeah,
but I have no real memory of it. But I think I remember peeing in a bottle on the drive there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Like, you're like on one of those long drives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you got to pee in a bottle with your family.
Well, remember that the Dumb and Dumber scene where he's pissing in the bottles?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Just like another. Sorry, pop culture poly.
Yeah.
And we are psyched, by the way. I know you guys are also looking for a forum for your podcast.
Yeah.
If you want to do a rewatch thing of just like all of Jeff Daniels' comedy movies.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And now, did you say Jeff Daniels?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. But were you talking about Jeff Daniels or another? Okay, great. I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
No. I meant to say those two names. Those two words.
I do like Jeff Daniels. I love his work.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can maybe do that.
Do I have egg on my face?
No, your face
is Jeff
perfect.
Probst? What's his name? Jeff Probst?
Jeff Probst, the Survivor guy?
Did he famously have egg on his face?
Yeah. All these survivors are like, oh, God. And he's just coming from a little buffet.
Yeah.
I got to sorry about that.
He's got a little something right here. Got some beef in his teeth.
You would not believe.
You got now.
The beef tenderloin I got beef teeth. Hitting the buffet hard.
That is a thing. I've never heard that.
Did you hit the buffet hard at the hotel at Disneyland?
I hit it all right.
The
But a
Grand
buffet,
Californian?
yes, and I went to the buffet. That's what we were about to go to.
Were you staying there as well?
I came in. We did it in one day.
Okay.
And I ran into you and your family, and you guys were on like day 2, or it felt like 3.
We were about to leave. We were doing the character brunch on our way out, and it was fun. We saw some characters, but I don't know, the stuff in the buffet. It never really. There's so many options.
Do they have Mickey pancakes?
They had Mickey pancakes. I wasn't interested.
Hey,
in.
he's my friend Mickey Pancakes.
The Dick Tracy character?
Yeah, Mickey pancakes.
Give me a little more butter.
Yeah, he was stealing people's pancakes and eating them.
Yeah.
And,
And I'm Charlie Cock.
Charlie Cock wasn't there. I think he comes out at night. And that's kind of.
But what I did think it was weird that we didn't have any characters. Characters don't walk around.
Yeah.
And I thought Disneyland was like USA in the mid 2000s. Characters welcome.
Right.
But it was weird. Like I thought I would. I thought like
be running into
Goofy
more
or Pluto
well,
or
I will say
Mickey.
I go a lot.
You do.
I have
are they?
I have a
Kyle?
pass.
What's
Well,
the deal with the characters?
You sort of there are spots where they're going to be.
You
so
have to
it's
go on
not,
the
It's
app.
less roaming and it's more like
Copy that.
Oh, they're going to be in front of Carthay Circle. Or
Okay.
They're going to be at Centennial Park.
Okay.
So it's a lot of it is sort of figuring out Daisy Duck will appear at 11:45 in this place.
Always is it? Are you always scouting to find where Daisy's going to be?
Yeah, it seems like you kind of got Daisy on the mind.
All right. Well, sorry. Top 3 rides.
I'll tell you.
She
bottom.
is. I do. I
She is
actually-
fine.
She
Yeah.
she has. I watch all these shows.
Make no
with
mistake.
She is also like. There's this thing. I don't want
There's
to
this thing.
touch.
There's this video. There's a lot of videos online.
Yeah.
And you kind of just
And
gotta
or you
find
make
them.
them yourself, and you just make them yourself now.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
All right.
Kyle's lots of hobbies, and that's one of them.
Yeah. Look,
Why?
we've
But
all-
Donald is stupid.
Yes.
He's and like Daisy.
Donald's
is
a
like,
fool.
Yeah.
Daisy is like
an angry fool. I would
She
say.
has
Yeah.
like hot girl energy.
Yes.
Yeah, for
Yes.
sure.
Yes. And
were you-
Donald, make no mistake, is a fucking angry
Yes.
fool.
So what you're saying? Are you
And he
saying
does
like
not deserve.
Donald doesn't deserve her, and you do?
I do think Daisy has a sexy quality to her.
Yes, I would agree. What's crazy is, she was going to marry Donald or Mickey Pancakes.
Right.
Come here, come here, give me a little smooch.
Mickey Pancakes. I don't think she. I think she can do better.
March in.
Well, of course she went with Charlie Cock. There
Yeah,
you go.
of course. How could you not?
Did you have a favorite ride when you were
I had
there?
a least favorite ride.
Okay.
What was
I went to went to the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, yeah.
With no context of what it was.
With the children?
Oh.
with my 5-year-old son
Oh no.
and my father-in-law.
Oh no!
And the three of us went on, and my father-in-law loved it, and my son and I.
Can I ask you one question before you go into?
Please.
They've changed this, but did you get to hear Rocket Raccoon say, "You're gonna scan your hands"?
No, I did not hear that, but
Okay,
it's possible that it was there
Okay.
somewhere.
There's a lot happening. A lot of
There's
stimuli.
a lot happening,
Yeah.
including preparing my 5-year-old for a ride that
The
I was
most-
not sure what it was.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just saw
Yeah.
the height of that building. I was like, well, look at this. That looks like
Oh,
the
what a
movie.
view.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Right.
Yeah.
So we went on it, and then you walk in, and if it's one of those, like,
Yes.
it's one of these, know,
Yeah.
like
Up and down, up
my,
and down.
Yeah, and my body hated it.
Oh. Yeah.
My body hated it, and my
Yeah.
son's body hated it.
Yeah.
So deeply, and I felt awful. Then that was sort of the end of the day.
Oh, man.
Yes.
But he took it like I was shocked because we've gone on a few like little roller, but we went on the Matador.
I would say that is the most intense. The most intense ride.
Moist.
Yeah,
The most intense Jeff Daniels you'll ever see in your life.
That ride is weird. And then we did the Matterhorn and Space Mountain.
Yeah.
And my kid loved he got to fucking shoot like Spider-Man. He got to shoot Spider-Man
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
and also the Buzz Lightyear
Toys-
one.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one where he's shooting.
Yeah. What else did I like? I don't know.
Did you do the cars?
That was
Radiator
the
Springs
one
Racers?
my kid at that moment like kind of short circuited and was like, I don't want to go on this ride. And I was like, oh, I think we're about to miss like the fucking funnest ride.
Right.
But he just couldn't understand. Like he just hit that point where he's like
Yeah.
short circuiting.
Yeah,
and
that
so
makes sense.
then we went to the other cars ride, the little Tony Shalhoub. Like,
Yes.
Hey, I'm the only foreign voice in the
Oh,
movies.
Yeah.
That was closed down. when we were there.
Luigi's Roadster. or
Yes,
something.
yes. But we hit a ton of, and then we drove home that same night back to LA.
Yeah.
And I
You were
truly
dogs.
felt like I got home. I was fine the whole day, and then I got home that night and like woke up the next morning and felt like I had had a stroke.
Really.
You know what I mean?
Body was sore.
Body sore, brain like truly
Mush.
fried.
How was the weather?
The weather was beautiful. It was like not. I mean, you were there at similar
Yeah,
time, right? So it was like
perfect.
It was
wasn't
perfect.
too
It was like
hot.
not too hot.
Yeah.
That's what you want. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was scared. I just was so kind of scared of it.
Yes.
because I had no real context for it.
Yeah.
Of the ride or
the
Disneyland
whole experience.
Being in the sun, waiting in lines, you're like,
Yeah.
how are they
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
handle this?
Yeah.
But yeah, it is like the thing about Disneyland that a lot of people don't understand that you really appreciate. I feel like you just like hanging out there, like being in the world of
To
it.
me, in my
And,
like 30s, I feel like when we would take hiatuses from SNL, like I treated it like a large beer garden, essentially.
Oh,
Sure.
fun.
Yeah.
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 And you just go to Sunglass Hut or Sephora and just check shit out.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
downtown
Yeah.
Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like it is for kids that like there's so much to look at,
Yes.
and it's just like walking from one ride to the next can be really exciting for them.
And it's just, I mean, it's like, and again, I had like weirdly, like, I don't like doing research about anything
Sure.
before I do stuff. Like, there are people who are like, oh, I'm going to know.
I'm going to figure this out.
This is all
I'm
going to
do
figure it
right.
out. I'm going to have this mapped out. And also like, and I also just throw money at,
Those problems,
at those problems.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So I'm just like, please someone deal with this so I can show up and I have that luxury, but I also in my heart don't want to do any research. So everything felt like completely new to me.
Wait,
Yeah.
so did you have a guide?
Yes, we had a
Great.
guide.
Yeah.
And we went to like, for example, like Small World. I was like, oh, this is what a small world is.
Right.
Like I have no idea
Yes.
Yeah.
any of it.
It's
Yeah.
it's interesting, the small world, right?
It was. It's like
the first one?
It feels like a relic of a bike. Like it feels sort of racist, but you can't put your finger on it.
Yeah.
Right.
But it just feels everything feels a little from the past.
Yes.
Mhm.
And but it's not overtly so it doesn't.
The
Good
messaging
intentions.
is sort of the opposite.
Yes,
Yeah.
the messaging is the opposite, but
Yeah.
the presentation
Yes.
just somehow,
Well, yes.
yeah. And then what kind of blew me away was Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
I weirdly was like, oh, my kid really, yeah. I was like, whoa. I was like, I get why they made a movie of this.
Now, what was it? The puppetry or whatever the people,
The animatronic stuff.
I mean,
and-
because those guys are a little. It's creepy.
Yeah, it's creepy.
And was it like the darkness of it? Was it the story?
I
Like,
think it
all of
was. I think it was the progression of storytelling from like space to space that I do feel like, and they got one that looks like Johnny Depp.
I know. I'm like, is that an accident? How
Right.
did I'm like,
do that?
how did they get that?
Because they made the ride before the movie,
Right.
and then they made the movie.
I know. And then you go on the ride, and it's like, what came first?
And
here? The
there's the
movie or the
guy.
ride? The ride came first.
There's the guy.
This was the reaction you were having.
I was on, I was on methadone throughout the
Oh,
whole day.
yeah.
I was like,
You know,
kind of like,
you know what you shouldn't
nodding
be
off all day
on
long.
at Disneyland, which
What?
is something me and Kyle did once.
Oh, that's true.
mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
Oh,
bad
boys.
idea.
Bad idea.
Really bad idea because you're in lines. You're
yeah,
surrounded by
no.
metal.
Yeah.
You're on concrete with like screaming kids.
Yeah.
It was
And you're
an aw-
seeing families like you can't look too closely at other
Right.
groups of people.
No,
with-
for
yeah.
me, it clicked in when we went into the family bathroom.
Yes, same.
When we went into the park, and they're just like kids screaming, like hand dryers going
Yes.
off, and I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"This is bad. This is
yes.
bad."
Yeah.
Same. It felt like some sort of fucked up factory.
Yeah.
Pick pull up your pants. Like, oh, just,
Yeah.
it was awful.
Yes,
Don't do that.
And I don't. I think that was probably the first time I'd ever done mush.
Yes, it was.
room.
It was a
That's-
little bit.
and
A friend of ours had
unfortunately,
some. We were like, sure, this will be
Everybody
cool.
like kind of had to take care of me that day, which is also its own
Oh.
thing. That's sort of a bummer.
Sure.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But
To,
that's kind of always how it works, though,
Yeah,
right?
right?
Sort of,
Don't you
you're always
think?
kind of the
Yeah.
one who's.
oh, just
Yeah.
generally.
Yeah, generally speaking.
I'm little. I need your help.
You guys are both the babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's probably true.
You know what
yeah.
else I liked? We went to the Harry Potter section thing was pretty cool. No,
Not Harry Potter.
no, hold on. I'm sorry.
Oh,
That's in
fuck.
Universal.
Oh, that's
You're
Universal.
genuine fear in his eyes when I said that.
Oh, fuck.
Genuine fear. That's it. I went separately to Universal Studios with my brother came to town and we went there, and I was impressed at Universal Studios with the Harry Potter
Yeah.
situation.
I have not been to Universal Studios ever.
It's
I've
fun.
lived here since
I don't know. It was fun. I thought that was fun too. I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
again, it's like you're taking your. I truly had like I didn't have a ton of judgment about Disneyland. I wasn't like what the fuck, and like
Yeah.
and if you're a Disney adult, like hit us up, check in.
Yeah, let us
You
know
know,
how you feel.
If
Kyle's-
we nailed Disneyland as a subject matter for an entire podcast.
Yeah, or if we left any stone unturned, let us know.
Well, I'll say
I think we've covered it all
think we
so
got
far.
it.
I think the one thing I'll add, what I think is special specifically about Disneyland, and when you're talking about the Disneyland versus Disney World conversation, is that Walt Disney had something to do with this specific amusement park, and he did like essentially build it from the ground up. So there's some like link there to like
that
the
Disney
person
World,
behind the whole thing.
Disney World was Disneyland first.
Yes, yeah.
And then they made Disney World
After
later,
he died,
and they made it bigger and better.
Yes.
And does that hurt to know that as like someone from Southern California who clearly has a strong affinity for?
I don't.
Walt Disney?
I actually think a lot of people prefer Disneyland to be
more
honest.
manageable.
But I had my
that's
bachelor party at Disney World.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild.
How many days?
One day at Disney World, one day at
Yeah,
Universal
3
Studios.
nights, 2 days.
Yeah,
That
we had
sounds genuinely fun.
I famously got off the ride. We were what ride was it?
it's a Three Caballeros ride, like at the Mexican I don't know, pavilion within Epcot Center.
Yes. And it was like a little boat going through these little worlds. And I got off of the boat in the ride and like got on the scenery and just like walked for a second and got back in the boat.
It was the very first ride we did, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently like that is the type of stuff that can get you like kicked out of Disneyland
forever.
Permanently.
or Disney
Were
World for
you
life.
drunk?
No, I don't think so.
You were just hyped at your
I was
boy's
just like,
fucking
I was
bachelor
like,
party.
it's a bachelor party. We're at Disney
we're going
World. Do something crazy. I want to do this.
Yeah.
But I do remember, personally having the reaction of like, Beck, please don't do that, man.
Oh, man, you almost ruined this whole thing.
But that's that's what happens when you roll with Beck.
No,
boys
but
at
when
Disney
we
World.
have the story, and like nobody said a single thing.
Yeah,
A single thing.
That
Yeah, they said a single thing.
Single thing. I like that. I'm trying to remember the other. I now haven't thought. That's how I feel about parenting. But this is the podcast. So there's no other podcast to refer to.
Right.
Is I have like a goldfish brain for like, we did that. We went to Disneyland. We did it. It was amazing and intense.
Yeah.
And then for like 2 or 3 days, I told people about it. And then now it's like fully been removed from my my entire cohort, my
The
brain.
memories.
The memories
yeah,
are
it's
like,
just
I was
gone.
like, and now I'm like, oh right, I didn't like this and I like that.
Yeah.
I ate some churros that I liked.
Churros are so good. That was huge. Just like grabbing a churro everywhere. The kids love the churros.
Yeah, I felt like we got pizzas, we got churros, we got burgers, we got like ice creams, the coldest ice cream from like one of those like ice cream carts. It was like, they warned us. They're like, your child may lick it and it may get stuck to your child's tongue because it's like, fruit pops or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was like, clearly there's something about like, they must keep everything at a certain temperature so there's not a chance that anything could melt.
Oh, wow.
And it's like, they've decided it's better for your child to get your like tongue stuck to it, like Christmas Story style, than to have something that has gone possibly bad.
Interesting. Good to know it's really cold, I guess. I will say, as far as little treats, Disneyland treats, this is a new thing.
As far as little treats, you guys look great today.
You got a great look.
Yeah. You have a great look, by the way. The candy store in downtown Disney is a magical experience.
Really?
There's one on Main Street, not the one on Main Street, on downtown Disney.
Did go
I think
in.
downtown Disney.
Okay.
Ruby, my son, got a Mickey-shaped Rice Krispie treat covered in chocolate with M&Ms on it, and it was like, I think something he'll remember forever.
Yeah,
they have like creations that you wouldn't find anywhere else.
Talk about wanting to jazz off.
Yeah,
Fucking
I know.
Mickey Rice Krispie treat.
I know.
Covered in chocolate.
Yeah, and you can do whatever you want with them.
You can coat your own.
Yeah. I think that's a perfect place to end the podcast. You can coat your own, make it your own.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, Mickey. Hey, thanks for making an appearance, bud.
problem. I just heard you guys talking about coming on Christmas treats.
Yeah,
thought I'd come by. Come by Disneyland anytime you'd like to.
Thanks,
Well,
man.
thanks so
Appreciate
much.
it.
Sure. Well, I wouldn't mind if you came by too.
Whoa, Goofy. Oh, Donald. Yes.
Daisy here.
Wow.
Ooh.
Damn. I
Whoa,
can
hold
hardly
up,
keep it
though.
in my pants.
Wait, excuse me.
Hey,
Hold up,
Daisy.
though.
Yes.
Yeah, where are you going? What's up?
I'm just waddling around.
Yeah, I bet
Oh,
you are.
yeah. Waddling around. You
Yeah.
got that.
Donald doesn't.
Big.
Hey, Donald doesn't treat you right.
Yeah. You deserve
Oh.
better.
You deserve better. He's angry and he's stupid.
Yeah.
You're Nick Kroll.
Yeah. I made it Hardy Boys.
Speaking
Okay.
of Hardy Boys.
Well, enjoy your podcasting. I'm going to be hanging right there, actually.
Yeah, well,
I'm
Maybe I'll
writing
check in
my
when
phone
we're done.
number or something.
Mike, you see dude, that was amazing. You guys,
I don't want to do that.
But what a good hack for Donald. It really gives you the essence of Donald without having to do it.
My daughter loves all of the characters, and I've been trying. I've not put the actual. Yeah, you could probably do it.
But I can't talk like him. You can talk like you can hit
But I'm
the
not
tone.
doing it. Yeah, I feel like I'm not doing it from the side of my mouth.
Mommy.
yeah, we do really good.
Donald Duck here. Causing problems again.
You guys looking at my wife? It's hard to do.
But you get it. It's
yeah,
Donald.
you get it. It's
Right.
the same thing.
Well, thank you so much, Nick,
Thanks for having me,
being
guys.
here on our Disneyland podcast.
Yeah. See you at Disney next time.
See you at Disney next time.
Well, Nick, truly such an honor. Thanks for the Disneyland pitch.
Yeah, there was a lot of good stuff in there.
Yeah, I feel like we could go on for another 5-6 hours.
I mean,
Yeah.
so that is going to be the podcast now officially?
I think so. Yeah, we're going to talk about it and check in.
well,
with
we have to check
people.
in with Richelle back there.
Yeah, we're going to see
Do
what
you
Richelle.
have, do we have a take as to whether we're going to just roll with that for the rest of time?
I think you guys found it.
Okay.
Great. Thank you so much.
That is honestly thrilling to be a third partner in this.
Well, that's not how it works exactly.
Yeah.
What?
We own the idea. We it's
along with Headgum.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've signed anything yet, right? So I
That's
don't.
the
think so.
thing. You
That's
haven't
the-
signed anything.
Right.
right.
So here we are.
Damn, dude.
Touche.
How do I get
Touche.
so much done?
Wow, dude.
I absolutely gank people with shit.
Time to gank.
Time to gank.
Another day of ganking for Nick Kroll.
Gank pranks. Welcome back to South Beach.
I would love to go to South Beach with you guys and prank some people.
Dude, I
That'd
would
be
fucking
fun.
gank some. I would gank hard in
Yes.
South Beach
Yeah.
with you boys.
Miami's
I think we all
fun.
would.
Dude.
All
right.
Yeah.
What do you got coming up?
Oh, what do I got? Mating Season on Netflix, streaming right now.
Yes. Which go ahead. You were going to say
Oh,
something.
it's a team from Big Mouth. It's our new animated show called Mating Season about animals dating and falling in love and absolutely fucking in the woods.
Yes. It's very funny.
Yeah.
I've read a little bit of it because I was in an episode. I play a goat.
You play a hardcore goat.
A
Do you
horny
remember the
broat.
name of your goat? Do you know the name of the goat?
I'm trying to remember his name.
Trevor, maybe.
It's something Trevor-esque, but
Trevor-esque,
what
yeah.
you do like a bat. You do like a funny like a.
like a laugh.
You do like
It's
you have.
I'm like, meh. It's like
Yeah.
not warmed up right now, but
Yeah.
yeah. But
Yeah.
you got to watch the show.
No, it's
By the
funny.
way, speaking of, has Brewer come down to do the show yet? Has Jim come through to
He
do the pod
hasn't.
yet?
He hasn't. But I think after this, we should ask him.
I mean, I feel like you
I
guys
met
would
him
have
backstage.
SNL. You'd have SNL to talk about and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You could do Goat Boy or whatever.
Boy,
You guys
yeah.
could do the Goat guys together. Would you do a Goat character as well?
I wouldn't want to do it in his presence. I would be nervous.
Maybe you could play a goat like this.
It's always good to see him.
Check out Mating Season and everything else that Nick does. Thank you for being
Everywhere,
here.
always.
Everywhere, always. Adults.
Oh yeah, adults coming out. It'll
And when can we expect the new show?
100% will be sometime probably I think early next year. I'm not sure exactly. We're about to start shooting it.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, I can't wait
Can
for
you
that.
can
Incredible
you
cast.
pitch us the premise or no?
Yeah, it's a show about like the world of like self-help gurus, thought leader, TED Talk, wellness influencer, podcasting
Fun.
space. And it's sort of it's kind of about that kind of world.
That's so rad. That's such a awesome cast.
It's a killer.
This'll be so much. You've not started shooting.
We are about to start shooting. It's me, Jason Mantzoukas, Sam Richardson,
Richardson and
Sam Richardson, and Vanessa Bayer, who you guys know
very
and
well.
work with.
Love.
Man, your guys' video, you and Vanessa singing that song, really is so funny.
It is.
Yeah, she dug it up.
You guys, I'll just say equally, you guys, it's funny because you go on someone's podcast and they have to be nice to you and promote your stuff, but you guys have always been funny, both of you individually and collectively.
Thank you.
And you were a little younger, and I watched you guys doing Good Neighbor and being so funny, and then both getting SNL and both like doing great work on that show, together and individually. And I was like, it was someone not being on SNL being like, good, the right people are getting it. you know, because
so
you don't always feel that way about people who
yeah.
get that opportunity.
Oh, that's very nice.
So
Nick.
it was
Thank you.
and everything you guys do is always fucking funny and smart. And so it's too bad that this pod was an exception to the rule.
Yeah. Well, you know, you always have to work on yourself.
That's true.
But thank you. That means a lot coming from
Absolutely.
you.
Yeah.
Truly. Thank you so much.
Truly.
And let's just keep on making
Let's
good
just
ass
keep
shit.
doing this podcast
Let's
together.
just do it. Let's do the podcast. And if
Let's
I had
do
a
one- let's
suggestion,
can we do a second take generally of the whole thing?
yeah.
But yes,
Of
go
the
ahead.
whole podcast.
The whole thing. No, it's sort of
Generally of the whole thing.
I do have another idea for just the next, if you guys are going to do another podcast.
Yeah,
Okay.
great.
Have you
okay.
thought about a podcast about like topsiders?
I haven't.
Well, we did slip-ons.
You
We did slip-ons, yeah. So this is I was wondering if you were going to call this out when I was putting these on because Kyle wears them
24/7.
24/7. I occasionally wear mine,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm glad you noticed.
Meanwhile, I'm just a classic man
Oh
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
Very
in an old
regular.
Red Wing. It's not a big deal.
Bigger balls than us for sure.
Yeah.
Tougher guy.
Absolutely zero treading on the bottom.
Yeah.
So terrible on a cold day.
Yeah,
Cold.
slipping around like
slipping
crazy.
around, slipping around a mountain town.
Man, slippy boots.
Absolutely slipping around in
Well,
boots.
it's a handsome pair of shoes.
Those are great.
You have an incredible look. Oh, he's vomiting now.
shit.
Well, we got to clean this up.
Thank you,
is
Nick. Oh,
vomiting.
fuck.
Oh, fuck. We do need some help. Thank you so much for coming, brother.
He's fine. He's giving us thumbs up. He's good.
It sounds. I've never seen somebody dry heave this much at the end of a
He's turning his
podcast.
face to the mic, so he wants.
Well, thanks for joining
say
us.
something.
He's saying he's good. He's going to be okay. All right. Thanks, guys.
What's our podcast? What's it gonna be about?
Tell us.
What's our podcast? What should we talk about?
With Beck and Kyle.
That was a Headgum podcast.